So, if you've ever gotten your hands dirty with Microsoft Power Pages, you've probably hit this wall, right? You want to add some custom logic, maybe show some personalized data, or just do something, a little more advanced. But there's a big problem standing in your way. Let's dive in.
And that right there, that's the fundamental question every single Power Pages developer asks sooner or later. See, Power Pages is a SaaS product, software as a service. That means Microsoft handles all the servers for us. We can't access the back-end code. So, how in the world do we make the site do what we actually need it to do?
Okay, so picture this. The Power Pages server is kind of like a sealed black box. We can put content in it, we can definitely tweak the settings, but we can't just pry it open and start writing our own C# or .NET code. And that leaves us with this big puzzle. How do we build these truly dynamic, data-driven experiences? And more importantly, how do we do it securely? Now, if you're a web dev, your brain is probably screaming one thing right now: JavaScript. It's the language of the browser, right? It's perfect for adding all that interactivity. But in this black box world of ours, JavaScript has a huge blind spot.
And this is where we hit our first snag. Look, JavaScript is incredibly powerful, don't get me wrong, but its power is pretty much limited to the client side. That is, it only runs inside the user's web browser, and that comes with a really significant catch.
I love this analogy. Think of JavaScript as the actor who's live on stage. It's fantastic at reacting to the audience that's you, the user. It can respond to clicks, validate a form as you're typing, change the scenery around, but it's all happening after the page has loaded. It's all right there in front of everybody.
And here is the catch. Because JavaScript is that actor on stage, its script, its lines, are visible to the entire audience. Literally, anyone can open up their browser's developer tools and read your code. So putting any kind of sensitive data or, heaven forbid, database connection details in your JavaScript is a massive security risk. You're basically just handing the keys to the kingdom over to anyone who asks.
Which leads us to the million-dollar question, right? How do we work our magic before the curtain even rises? We need something that runs securely on the server, completely hidden from the user's view.
And that is where our hero enters the scene, and its name is Liquid. Microsoft didn't just leave us hanging, they gave us a really powerful, purpose-built tool to solve this exact server-side problem. So what is Liquid? Well, it's an open-source templating language that actually started at Shopify. And if JavaScript is our actor on stage, think of Liquid as the entire backstage crew. It works behind the curtain, getting everything prepared securely before the show even begins. It is the bridge connecting your web page design to your database.
And the order of operations here is absolutely critical. When your browser requests a page, the server runs all the Liquid code first. It fetches the data, it checks permissions, it builds out the final HTML, and only after all that backstage work is done does it send the finished product to your browser. The audience never sees the script. They only see the final, polished performance. Okay, so we know what it is, but what can it do? This is where it gets really cool. Liquid gives you these portal superpowers that are just flat out impossible with JavaScript alone. For starters, you can instantly know who's visiting your site. With just a simple user object, you can display their full name, their email, or really any other data you have on their contact record. And it's all done securely on the server. Think about it. What if you need to show a phone number, but your marketing team changes it all the time? Just store it in a site setting. What if you want multi-language support for a welcome message? Easy. Use a content snippet. Liquid can read these portal-specific things directly, which makes your site incredibly flexible.
Oh, and this is a total game changer. You can write Fetch XML. Yep, the same query language you use all over the Power Platform, right inside your Liquid code. This means you can securely pull basically any data you want from Dataverse and pop it right onto the page.
And believe it or not, the list just keeps going. You can render entire forms, you can display whole lists of data, embed charts, and even reuse bits of code across your site to keep things tidy. It's a seriously robust toolkit. So, this brings us to the big question. When do you use Liquid and when do you use JavaScript? So look, the point here isn't Liquid versus JavaScript. That's the wrong way to think about it. The real secret is knowing they're a team. They work together. The real skill is knowing which player to put on the field for which job.
Let me give you a quick cheat sheet. It's actually pretty simple when you break it down. If the task needs to happen securely on the server before the page even loads, like fetching user data or a list of products, that's a job for Liquid. But if it needs to happen in the browser after the page is loaded in response to something the user does, like a click or a scroll, well, that's a job for JavaScript.
Which brings us right back to our main idea, the big takeaway from all this. Liquid is the backstage crew. It securely builds the stage, it sets up the props, it prepares everything behind the scenes. And JavaScript? JavaScript is the star actor who comes out and performs on that stage, interacting with the audience in real time.
See? You absolutely need both to put on an amazing show. By understanding how Liquid handles all the secure server-side setup and how JavaScript handles the interactive client-side performance, you now have the complete tool set. You can build some seriously powerful and secure Power Pages. So the only question left is, what are you going to build first?